Kia ora, bros and girls, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going into Cataclysm Mutant Mobocracy, the new side quest in Marvel Contest of Champions. As always, we're going to jump into the legendary one, and we're only allowed 3, so let's have a look actually at the notes. Again, we're going to go down, straight down the middle probably this time, and there is a Gambit, and the nodes are... oh, actually they're not too bad. So Gambit, X, Prof X, and then Wolverine X, and then the final is Apocalypse, which is going to be a royal pain in the ass. And he treats everyone as a mutant. Bleed abilities are more. The attacker is suffering from damage over time. Defender is more likely to activate special attacks. Okay, so when it comes to Apocalypse, it's going to be interesting. To be honest, I don't know who we're going to use when it comes to Apocalypse, but what we're going to do is we're going to go mute tech, and we're going to use Warlock and Guillotine. Now Ghost would be good because she can evade, and I don't know if Apocalypse is let's see, I don't know if Apocalypse is metal. He probably isn't, but we're just gonna have a crack. We're gonna see if Magneto can get the job done on him as well. So first up, what we'll do is we'll jump in with Guillotine, and we'll get her to rank up her, get her combo up, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So let's get started. We can play pretty aggressively here. Unlike Cavalier, they don't go unblockable or anything. It's just a pretty straightforward fight. So I'll just hang back, let this guy throw the SP2. Back up to there. Can evade the SP1 as well. And where I can, I'll probably try to push him to the SP2 because that probably is easier to evade. We're just trying to crank. The combo here. So with Guillotine, she starts off pretty slow, and as her combo goes up, the degen just starts melting people away. So you don't really see that. You don't really think she's doing a lot of damage. It's a bit difficult to get used to, but yeah, you'll see the red numbers getting bigger, and you also see the white numbers getting bigger too. As you can see, there is like 2,800 mediums at the moment. And then we get to the 100 plus phase, and this is really where we want to play. So from here, it shouldn't take too long. So you can see we're now hitting 1,000 reds, which means degen. And probably what we'll do from here is we're just going to just save up to the SP3. So get this guy to throw one more special. Yeah, there we go. We'll have a crack, and then we want to get him under 5% health, because once we do that, the SP3 is a definite kill. So I'm just going to go into under 5%, and then we'll throw that. So what that will do is it will save up Guillotine's combo for when we jump into the Apocalypse fight, assuming he's not metal. And then we have the option of either going Warlock or going Guillotine with the extra guaranteed crit at 20 of each combo, or we can go in Magneto if he is metal, which I can't remember because I don't have Apocalypse. So Prof X, the best person against him is actually Warlock. And that's because you can just drain his power on the parry, which upsets a lot of his abilities. So if you have a Warlock, he's the one you really want to bring along. And occasionally we're going to try to just parry. And both specials are pretty easy to evade. Maybe that's because I've been using this guy a lot, but I have found that they're not really that bad. Throw in that second special. And you can see, like, as long as we're disrupting him, it's not too much of a problem. And then I like going in after his special, because what he does is he throws the special and he channels, and he normally doesn't break the channel. So if you kind of go in and hit him as he's channeling, you'll miss, but he's not going to come out and attack you typically. So okay, I thought we were going to go to falter there, but so now he's reached 100 and he's gone unblockable. And what I'll do, we're just going to play the evade game here, and I'll just drain his power as well, which will drop down so he doesn't get falter. So handling this pretty well so far, if I do say so myself. Wait through that. You always got to keep an eye on the gray counter in the top right there. Try to make sure you don't hit him while the falter is on. So he's going to channel, and you can see there I hit him with the falter, but he's not going to really come out of that and hit us. He's just going to stick in the falter. And because I use this guy quite often, actually, Profex, in my Cavalier quests, I've gotten pretty good at this special 1 and special 2. But yeah, hopefully you can see what I did there and study the timing of those. So next up is who's this guy? Weapon X, Wolverine X. And Wolverine X is metal, unfortunately for him. So I've got two options here. I can go with Warlock or I can go with Magneto. He can stop the heal. He will probably destroy him. I'll probably go with Warlock because I might save Magneto for the final boss. Let's see. And I don't really quite know how good this guy's regen is. Looks to be fairly good, to be honest. So we're probably gonna have better chance with Warlock, because you can see here he's just shutting off the heal. Whoa. Okay, alright. Settle down. So what is going on here? What is making him go unblockable? Okay, we lost that. Let's just double check what makes him go unblockable. So he's immune to all types of regen. Potency of all bleeds. He gains a rage charge. At 25, he enters Berserk. As long as he's Berserk, when he's Berserk, basically Berserk for a few seconds, and he becomes stun immune, and all attacks become unblockable. Alright, interesting, okay. So yeah, maybe we should have used Magneto instead. So let's go ahead with that. Let's try Magneto. We'll try our luck with him. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to push. Just gonna keep a look at his rage charge. So it's dropping there. Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna have to kind of evade. I wonder if he comes out of unblockable. Yep, once it drops to 0. So there we go. So now what we can do is we can start building up the our prowess. So up to 7. 14. Ideally he throws his special. Come on. And from here on in, all I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to build up to about 35 to 40 charges. Probably one more heavy here will do the trick. And we can throw that special. I probably should have waited till he throws the SP2, but I don't think this will push him to his special 3. But we're about to find out. Yep, no it won't. But that bleed will do some considerable damage. So we're going to rinse and repeat. Just let him do that. What I'll do is just eat up a bit more time. Throw that first special. And we will intercept. Okay, and so now he's back to becoming unblockable. So the trick is, once he goes, I think about 40 charges, he becomes unblockable, and that's really when you don't want to attack him. And then as it drops to 0, he becomes normal again. You can stun him. So that's why I lost Warlock, because I pushed him to 40 and then realized that. So don't make that mistake. So now I've lost Warlock, but I have a couple of options still. I've got Magneto, I've got Guillotine 2099. And is this guy metal? He is metal, which is fantastic, because if he is metal, we just have a look. Aspect of Evolution, Finish Them might be a bit annoying, Blood in the Water, Genetic, Enhanced Bleed, and he's got Mighty Charge. So the Mighty Charge thing will be quite annoying. But what I'll do is I'll jump in with Magneto and we'll see how we can do it. He's got 4 charges already. So he already starts stun immune, which is a real pain in the ass. So luckily with Magneto, we have a little bit of leeway in terms of, because we're awakened as well, we're limited in terms of how much damage he can do, but to be honest, man, he's still doing a lot of damage. So, not really a big fan of this fight. Oh, that totally didn't hit us. So what I'm trying to do here is really, it's kind of hit him with a prowess, but it's not really happening, is it? Well, there's one. Yeah, it's not really happening. I was trying to get to the SP3, but that didn't quite work. So let's have a crack with Guillotine. I think this guy, you're going to have to spend some revives, because unless you know how to evade the special 1, which unfortunately for me, I'm not very good at evading a special 1, he's going to be an absolute pain in the ass. The one thing you're going to have to remember as well, though, is that he is also basically stun immune. So he's not unblockable. You can still kind of crank that, but he is stun immune. So now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and throw that second special with guaranteed crits. And that's a big part of why we bring in Guillotine 2099. And you can see the degens are working their magic. We'll block that. We'll get in here. Probably want to take in one more if I can. Or I'll just finish him off with this. Guaranteed crit. So there you go, baby. Warlock, Magneto, and Guillotine. Guillotine's fantastic for the final boss. He actually doesn't do a lot of damage compared to, say, map 6 final boss. So you can tank a little bit. He is stun immune, so you have to play him that way. And then be careful of Weapon X, because we don't face him that often, so we don't know his abilities. But pretty much the thing that's going to catch you out is once he gets to 40 rage, boom, that's it. He goes on stun immune, he goes unblockable, he goes unstoppable, he's going to be a pain in the ass. Once he's at 40 and he's got the rage on, that starts dropping off, and the trick there is to just kind of play keep away until it drops back to 0. Once it's back to 0, the unblockable goes away, the unstoppable goes away, and you can play at him again. So you could use Wallop, you could use Guillotine 2099, you could use Darkhawk, you could use Sentinel, Vision, whoever you want. But yeah, hopefully this helped, guys. If it did, make sure to leave a comment below, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to help support it, and if you think your friends or your alliance will find this useful, and you are struggling with Apocalypse, then feel free to share this around. You know, this is why we do what we do. Alright, ka kite ano, and as always, see you in the next one. Ka kite ano, bros and girls.